Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. In this presentation, we want to talk about our senior project and our work with the Classroom Connection business. So we're going to discuss the problem that the business had, as well as the opportunities that were presented to us to implement a solution for them. So we're going to discuss the what, which is the product that we created for them, and some of its top features, and also the how, which is how we got to the final working product. And I just want to add that this presentation is not meant to be a fully detailed instructional video. We've actually created a user manual just for that. This video is just kind of a brief overview and demonstration of the work that was done by our team. So the business itself is an educational supply store in Washington, PA, and their target demographic is teachers, parents, preschools, daycares, homeschoolers, church youth groups, and so on and so forth. The owners are Erica Martos and Judy Weinzen, and our team was actually quite fortunate as Dan, one of our team members, is Erica's husband, and you can see them both pictured on the right here. And looking at our team from left to right, we have Dan Martos, Lauren Woods, which is myself, Nick Lagnies, Turkey Al-Sharari. So our team had to first recognize the business problem that they were having to understand how we could help. They actually have an excellent location and only one competitor within a 90-mile radius, but the only online presence that they previously had was a Facebook page. So if anyone went online and Googled their business, just the Facebook page would come up. Customers had expressed the desire to be able to look at and shop products online, much like most retailers nowadays. Everyone seems to have an Amazon Prime account. But they still wanted to be able to come in and support a local business and receive the service of a local business. And we knew that having an online site would also give opportunities for them to expand to new customers, as well as bring a new means of advertising. So just a brief overview of our analysis and design portion of creating this website. This was all done during our first semester of our senior year in the fall of 2017. And we had created multiple diagrams, such as our activity diagram on the left and our context diagram on the right. Basically, we knew we wanted to allow our user to log in as a registered user and be able to browse their products, fill a shopping cart, and eventually place an order. So we wanted registered users to be able to have their own account, which showed their past orders as well. So just like registered users, we also wanted to have admin users on the website, and the admin could log in and do all of the same functions as a registered user, as well as add and update the products, add new users, and update orders. So the context diagram on the right is just kind of a flow of inputs and outputs to the system, just from a user standpoint. So we have a registered user, administrator, and guest on there. And not shown in our presentation, we also did an entity relationship diagram. And this was just a diagram that mapped out all of the tables and data sets in our database for the site. So another important piece of the design process, arguably the most important piece, was the screen sequencing that we did. And these were basically mock-up drafts with no real data that just showed the interface of the website and what it would look like when it was created. So this piece was especially crucial because we were able to show our stakeholders what we'd come up with so far and get feedback right away on what worked and what didn't work, kind of what we could change going forward. So Erica had given many good suggestions on what she thought would be great additions to the site, like this product search she suggested, and then a lot of formatting and basic corrections on here that she think would look better for the customers. So just to briefly talk about development and implementation, the team coded our web pages using Microsoft Visual Studio. Our database was done using Microsoft SQL Server, and Erica had purchased a hosting domain and solution through HostGator.com, which I'll give a brief overview of next. Okay, so this is the HostGator control panel interface. So this is where the administrators, so once we hand it over to the business, Erica and Judy will come on here, and I'm sure Dan will be available to help as well, to just administer the website. And there's tons of different options on here. So the file manager, this is where they can go and view all the files, so all the web pages with the code and all of that. This databases link right here, this isn't actually where we access our database because we remotely tied our code to the databases, so it's a little different how it's set up in there. This is just a full backup of the databases, so it's super useful. We also have a bunch of different links up here, backup manager, SQL whitelist, and there's email up here, different users who can log into the control panel. So maybe if they want different employees of the business to be able to have their own login, they can do that. And a bunch of helpful little tips down here. Another really interesting thing that HostGator does is shows the traffic. So once this site launches to the public, I would be really interested to see the traffic on here and how much it increases whenever they actually start advertising the website to their customers. So this is HostGator. Next up, we're going to have Dan talk about the navigation of the website, the shopping cart, and just the product search functionalities of the site.
Classroom Connection Online Navigation. With Classroom Connection Online, we utilize 3 different types of navigation tools. We use buttons, we use drop-down menus, and we also used link labels. Here you'll see our 8 main buttons on our menu. Pretty self-explanatory, but the Your Account, the Shopping Cart, and the Admin buttons all will take you to a login page, which you must log into first before you could enter those main pages. We'll go to the Products page, and you'll see these are all our main categories of all our products. And this is where we utilize the link labels. We'll click on Border Trim, and that will take you to Border Trim and show you all the products in that category. Now, to return home, you can either click the Home button, or you can click on the Classroom Connection chalkboard logo in the top left-hand corner. Now, another way to get there, you can go to the drop-down menu in the top right-hand corner, and we want to go to Border Trim. We can get there by clicking on Border Trim. It will take you directly there. That is our Classroom Connection Online navigation. Classroom Connection Online product search and product selection. You can do a product search with your keyword search bar up in the top left-hand corner. There you could enter the information that you're looking for. We enter chart, click the search button, and a grid view will be produced with all the products that have the word chart in them. Now we could also do this with other things, border trim, and you'll see all the border trims that we have in our inventory. Now to actually select these products, you could do it in 2 different ways. You can go to the product button on your main menu, and you'll see all the main categories of products that we have, and you can click on any of those. Here is the border trim page, which we saw from the product search bar, and you could also get there, return home, by the drop down list and select border trim again, and here we're back at it. Now to actually select a product, you enter the quantity just as you would in most websites and add to the cart. You can continue shopping, find something else you'd like, add that to the cart, and then when you're ready to check out, you could click on the checkout button and it will bring you to a login page. That is your product search and your product selection in Classroom Connection Online. Classroom Connection Online shopping cart. Now that we've selected our products, I can walk you through how the shopping cart works. If you weren't logged in, it brought us to a login page, or if you're a new user, you could register by filling out this form. I do have an account, so I will log in. And it'll bring you to your account page. You can proceed to your shopping cart, and we'll see that the products that I added to my cart are here. Brings up our price, our item number, our UPC, and our quantity that we ordered. Gives us our subtotal, our tax, and our total. I could empty my cart and start fresh, or I could place my order. I've placed my order, and this alert message comes up that your order has been successfully completed. You can pick up your order within the next business day. That actually emails the store and gives them your order and notifies them to start completing your order. That is our shopping cart page. Thank you.
Classroom Connection Online Administration Functions. The administration page can be reached by clicking on Admin in the menu bar. Upon initial arrival to the page, you will need to input your admin credentials to be able to view the admin functions. Invalid credentials will return an error message. The first thing you will see on the administration page is a welcome message with the admin's ID. A drop-down list contains the name of each database table that the admin can explore. The first table is the products table. Upon selection, a grid view will display showing all products in the product database. An admin has the ability to edit, delete, or insert information into the database. In an effort to reduce invalid information from being entered, on certain fields there are drop-down lists that contain valid data for that field. As you can see, there's an example of this on the product table, where there are drop-down lists for the category ID and the vendor ID. And on the right here, you can see where the edit and delete buttons are, along with the insert. The next table is the orders table. On the orders table, the admin can view each order that has been submitted. Every order has a unique ID that will automatically be generated on each order. There are once again drop-down lists to ensure that a correct user and correct admin are used when inserting a new order manually. The admin will be able to update the order status here. So let's say Johnny Tester picked up his order. The admin can then update it to show that that order has been completed. So if you click on the edit button, scroll back down where it says submitted, and you can change that to complete. Click on update, and if you go back down, you can see that that order has been updated. Alright, the next table is the registered users table. Here the admin can view, add, or update users' information. It looks similar to the other tables. The next table is the admin table. Here the admin can view, add, or update all users that have admin access. The next table is going to be the category table. This is the same, where the admin can view, edit, update, or delete from the different categories. And the final table is going to be the vendor table. The admin once again can view, update, edit, delete all the vendor information. And that is all for the administration page. And now here's Turkey to take a look at user accounts.
Classroom Connection Online. User account. To log in with your username and password, or to register for a new user, you can go to Classroom Connection Online and to your account, and then you can log in with your account. As with the user, you need username and password and login. Or if you don't have any username and password, you can register for the website by filling all the information here. For new user, first name, last name, email, school username, password, re-enter password. After you click in register, you will get in your email, to your email, all the information with username and password, and you can log in with your account. Since I have a username and password, I can log in here. So you can see your account here, and after that you can see the shopping cart and products and all the features in this website. You can purchase or add to the cart after you log in, and you can see here in the shopping cart your product that you added to the cart. Thanks. In the conclusion of presenting our website, I can say that we have learned a lot of things that will help us in our future career. Working on this project taught us so many things while working together as one team. So many things were learned during this journey. The first thing was time planning, and more in depth, we learned making codes for the website, creating the website with the ability to buy and make online orders, navigating between web pages, and navigating between products. To gain a good experience, it is expected to face some challenges. We had a hard time finding some resources as we worked together to make this website light. Also, designing a website was not an easy work, but that was the key to learn so we can have a successful future. Our job will not end here. However, we feel the responsibility of being always there as possible to elevate with this website and help making updates to it. Even after handing off this website to Dan and Erica, we will be there to making changes to this website as needed and continue making better every time as we learned new techniques, supporting the people who allowed us to work for them and helped us gain the valuable experience would be the least thing we do for them. Many thanks to Dan, Erica, and staff of our Classroom Connection for giving us the opportunity to create the website and open this valley of gaining great experience in front of us. Thanks.